Welcome back again. I just thought I'd video this part. I almost forgot. I started putting the Raptor liner stuff on, and I thought, oh shit, I better really show you guys how I'm mixing it up. Yeah, I got the whole seam sealed again, like I said in the last video, and primered on top of the seam sealer. So that's kind of what it looks like. I think I showed you in the last one. Already done. Well, that's sticky. Already done the first 3 arches, and started some of the underneath the Raptor liner. This is the arch I first started in. It's quite thick, just because I was trying to get the air pressure setting, the regulator set up properly. But it's starting to come out better now on the other arches. That's the other one done. Comes out with quite a textured finish. I've missed a bit in there actually that I'll need to go back and get. Let's see if I can grab a torch. Started some more bits in there as well, just what I could grab quickly when I was underneath, but it's going through it quite quickly. I did order 8 bottles, so like there's about 8 litres I think. But that's facing me. Yeah, I'm already on to my 4th bottle, and I've kind of only done these 3 arches and a bit around the back. I'm glad I definitely did order 8 bottles and not just 4. It's been a bit. I was kind of trying to figure it out. My friend, he's just used this stuff, and he said he only used a couple bottles. So I was glad I did order 8 litres just in case. But pretty much that's a mixed one I've got there. You get your 1 litre bottle. Well, it's not quite a litre, 711. And then pretty much you get a wee measuring cup with it, which is marked for your 237ml of hardener that you need to put in. And then they supply you with the hardener in the kit, just in case I pour it in there, mix it into the tub. And if you're not using a tintable one, it's just in case I give it a good shake for about 2 minutes, and then you're ready to put it into the gun and spray away. I did buy this little regulator for it just to help it a little bit. I guess it is helping now. I've played about with it a bit, but mine's, as I was saying, if you don't have tintable, add the hardener, shake it up, away you go. But mine's tintable. It is already white, but they give you a bit of candy white paint, which is the colour of the car, to add into it, just to give that, it's almost like a cream colour, so it gives it a little bit extra colour. But obviously if you were having, say, like blue or red or whatever, it would make a noticeable difference to it. That's kind of all that comes in the kit. There's 2 kits I ordered. It was a 4 litre kit, so I got 2 guns, 8 balls, 2 lots of hardener, and then the 1 litre of candy white paint. What else? Remember to wear a mask if you're doing this, because it is an aerosol. So yeah, I'm just trying to fly through this because the heater's on, so it's nice and hot in here, and hopefully we'll get 2 coats on some of the bits if there's some bits spare inside. I'm not sure whether to put it inside the wheel arches or underneath. I don't know what would need it thicker, but I'll pick up the camera again when I've got most of it sprayed and show you guys what it looks like. Right, so I just got finished spraying all the Raptor liner, and one thing I can say is, holy, it is messy. Like, it's so sticky. Like, you're walking on the floor and it's like sticking to me, it's sticking to my boiler suit. I was lying on my back under there, sticking to the floor, pulling all the mats up, and fucking hell. But as you can see, it's all finished now. Let's have a quick look underneath. Some bits are thicker than others, just where I was trying to get about to the smaller areas. Obviously it doesn't stop coming out, so obviously it's some of the little bits is really thick on, some of the, a couple of drips, but it is quite it seems to be staying on there pretty thick in some places. So yeah, I did end up having to use the whole 8 bottles. Like, it was just enough. I probably could have been doing with another 1 or 2 just in case. to go back tomorrow or in an hour or so and fill in all the missed bits, but I guess this is all I've got. So you can see it's all up in the exhaust tunnel, all over there, all over the whole floor, and then you see all the marks where it's lying about my back. Just gonna spray it because it's obviously with a bottle on the end, it's quite big and it doesn't really like to be sprayed upside down, so obviously you can try and keep it flat, but it was that sticky that I think the masking around the engine got caught to me at some point and it got ripped off. But I'm pretty pleased with it. If I was to do it again, I would definitely try and get the car up higher, or I don't know, try doing a ramp or something. I do have ramps out in the other part of the shed, but because this is going to take me so long, I didn't want to take up the ramps for a long period of time, so I'd rather take my time and have it in here just on axle stands. But done it all around the back. I don't know if I should do that or not. Yeah, but this is the mess I'm left with. Everything was just sticking to everything. I got some thinners run through the gun, so it's not still got the Raptor liner in it. But like, I filled one of them bottles full of thinners, screwed it back onto the gun, started spraying it through to the other bottle. But obviously, when the other bottle got some thinners in it, it just started splashing back out and spraying everywhere. And then I was like, oh, I'll just stick it straight in the thinners tin, and it just went everywhere. It's a mess, but stressing out. Took a break, came back. Now we'll get it all cleaned up, and hopefully it comes out good. But annoyed if there's a large missed bit or something and I haven't got any left, I'll have to go order some more and just wait before reassembling it all. But I've heard good things about it. A friend did his Civic recently. He says it's when it's dried, it's as hard as a rock. He says he tried hitting it and there was no damage, so it should be good. Hopefully it does its job.